Imagine this. You come home after a long day. You open the fridge. You grab yesterday's leftovers. Heat them for just 2 minutes. Everything smells perfectly normal. But what if that meal could make you seriously sick? Not because you reheated it, but because of one simple mistake. Before reheating, today we'll explore 10 everyday foods that can become surprisingly risky if they're stored or reheated the wrong way. Let's find out before your next meal. Number 10, pizza. America's favorite. We all order extra for lunch tomorrow. But listen, the problem isn't reheating it. The real problem is leaving that pizza box on the table overnight. The cheese, meat toppings, and sauce can enter the food safety danger zone if pizza sits at room temperature for more than 2 hours. That's when harmful bacteria can multiply quickly. And reheating the same slice again and again for several days, it won't just make it soggy and less tasty. If the pizza wasn't refrigerated quickly after serving, reheating may not make it safe again. Spoiled pizza can cause stomach cramps, vomiting, diarrhea, and nausea. The fix: get your leftover pizza into the fridge within 2 hours. Store it in a sealed container or wrap it tightly. Reheat only the slices you plan to eat, and make sure the cheese and toppings are hot all the way through. Number 9, chicken. America's meal prep MVP, grilled fried rotisserie. We eat it all the time, but here's where people make a big mistake. If cooked chicken sits at room temperature for more than 2 hours, harmful bacteria can multiply quickly. Then, when you microwave it, the outside may become piping hot while the center stays too cool. Those cold spots may not heat evenly, increasing the risk if the chicken wasn't stored properly. Another mistake: reheating the same chicken over and over all week long. Every heating and cooling cycle reduces quality, dries out the meat, and increases food safety risks when storage wasn't handled correctly. Eating improperly stored chicken can lead to nausea, vomiting, stomach cramps, diarrhea, and fever. The fix: divide chicken into smaller portions before storing it. Refrigerate it within 2 hours, then reheat only the amount you plan to eat until it reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit, 74 degrees Celsius, all the way through. Reheat only once. Number 8, eggs. Breakfast royalty in America. Scrambled, boiled, fried, breakfast sandwiches. We eat them every day. Cooking extra eggs is common, but the real danger starts when cooked eggs sit on the kitchen counter for too long before going into the refrigerator. Cooked eggs can become a great environment for bacteria if they aren't stored properly. If bacteria have already multiplied because of poor storage, reheating may not make the food safe again. And let's be honest, reheating eggs over and over turns them into dry, rubbery disappointment anyway. Bad eggs can leave you with stomach cramps, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and fever. The fix: refrigerate cooked eggs within 2 hours. Store them in an airtight container and enjoy them within 3 to 4 days. Reheat only the portion you're about to eat, and only once. Number 7, bacon. America's breakfast legend. Many people cook an entire pack at once for the week. That's convenient, but only if it's stored correctly. The biggest mistake is leaving cooked bacon out too long before refrigerating it. Another mistake is reheating the same slices over and over, which ruins the crispy texture and reduces the overall quality. If bacon wasn't stored properly, harmful bacteria can multiply before reheating even begins. Spoiled bacon can cause nausea, stomach pain, vomiting, and diarrhea. The fix: store cooked bacon in the refrigerator within 2 hours. Reheat only the slices you plan to eat. An oven or air fryer helps keep bacon crispy, and avoid reheating the same slices more than once. Number 6, deli meat, ham, turkey, and roast beef. Deli meat, the king of quick American lunches. Ham, turkey, roast beef, they're perfect for sandwiches and meal prep. But many people leave deli meat sandwiches sitting in lunchboxes or on kitchen counters for hours. Once deli meat stays in the temperature danger zone for too long, bacteria can multiply rapidly. Reheating later doesn't undo unsafe storage. Repeated reheating also dries out the meat and ruins the texture. Bad deli meat may cause nausea, diarrhea, stomach cramps, and fever. The fix: keep deli meats refrigerated at all times. Never leave them at room temperature for more than 2 hours. If you like them warm, heat them once until steaming hot and eat them immediately. Number 5. Potatoes. America's favorite comfort food. Baked, mashed, roasted. We make huge batches all the time. One of the biggest mistakes is leaving foil-wrapped baked potatoes on the counter for hours. In rare cases, the low-oxygen environment inside the foil can allow Clostridium botulinum, the bacteria that causes botulism, to grow if potatoes aren't stored correctly. Another common mistake is reheating mashed potatoes again and again without cooling and refrigerating them promptly after cooking. The fix: remove baked potatoes from foil after cooking. Let them cool slightly, then refrigerate them within 2 hours. Reheat only the serving you need until it's piping hot. Number 4. Pasta with cream sauce. Creamy Alfredo, mac and cheese, creamy chicken pasta. America loves creamy pasta, but dairy-based sauces spoil quickly when they're left at room temperature. Repeated reheating can separate the sauce, making it oily and ruining the texture. More importantly, if bacteria grew before refrigeration, reheating may not make the food safe again. Spoiled creamy pasta can cause stomach pain, vomiting, diarrhea, and nausea. The fix: cool it quickly and refrigerate within 2 hours. Reheat one serving at a time over low heat. Add a splash of milk if needed to restore the creamy texture and avoid reheating the same portion twice. Number 3. Rice. The king of meal prep. This one surprises a lot of people because rice is linked to thousands of food poisoning cases every year in the U.S., according to the CDC, when it's handled improperly. If cooked rice sits at room temperature for more than 2 hours, bacteria called Bacillus cereus can produce toxins. Some of these toxins can survive normal reheating. That means your rice can look perfectly fine, smell delicious, and still make you sick. Symptoms include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and stomach cramps. The fix: cool rice quickly and refrigerate it within 1 hour if possible. Store it in an airtight container. Reheat only what you plan to eat. Make sure it's steaming hot throughout and never keep reheating the same batch. Number 2. Seafood, fish, and shrimp. Seafood: healthy, delicious, and one of the most perishable cooked foods in your refrigerator. Fish, shrimp, crab, and salmon lose freshness quickly if they aren't refrigerated soon after cooking. Leaving seafood out for more than 2 hours allows harmful bacteria to multiply rapidly. Repeated reheating also dries out seafood, ruins its texture, and lowers its quality. Spoiled seafood can cause nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach cramps, and fever. The fix: refrigerate seafood within 2 hours in a sealed container. Reheat it only once until it's hot throughout, or skip reheating altogether and enjoy properly stored leftover salmon or shrimp cold in a salad or wrap. Number 1. Burgers/ground beef. Burgers, cookouts, tacos, chili, meat sauce, sloppy joes. Ground beef is everywhere in America. Here's the biggest mistake: cooked ground beef should never sit at room temperature for more than 2 hours. Because ground beef has more surface area than whole cuts of meat, bacteria can spread more easily if it's handled improperly. If the meat sat out too long before refrigeration, reheating can't always make it safe again. Another common mistake is reheating the same taco meat or burger several times throughout the week. Each reheating cycle dries it out and lowers the overall quality. Improperly stored ground beef can cause stomach cramps, vomiting, diarrhea, nausea, and fever. The fix: refrigerate cooked ground beef within 2 hours in a shallow container so it cools faster. Reheat only once until it reaches 165 degrees Fahrenheit, 74 degrees Celsius. And if it smells strange, feels slimy, or shows signs of spoilage, throw it away immediately. When in doubt, throw it out. So, what if you've been reheating these foods the wrong way all along? The good news is, most of these risks are completely avoidable if you store and reheat your food the right way. If this video made you think, hit the like button, subscribe to Beyond What If Studio, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next What If adventure. Now, here's one final question. What if humans could never feel pain? It might sound like a superpower, but the truth is far more terrifying than you can imagine. That's exactly what we'll explore in our next episode. Until then, stay curious, keep asking, what if? Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.